I am Lizzy with Long Distance Gamers, and today we're going to be talking about Swatch. We're going to do an unboxing, and since we had reviewed the prototype way back when in a written blog, which you can find in the description below, I'm going to go ahead and talk about how the game plays and what I think about it. Okay, so here we have the base game and a couple of mini expansions. We have the Pride Month ones, which these were promos for June. We have one of the schemes, and then some of the swatches, which are cool. Okay, and then we have metallic promo pack, which, okay. Yeah, these will get added to 2 and 5. Okay. And these won't. Okay. But here we go. Well, first, so you pick and mix colors to create unique color schemes in this art-inspired strategy game. So what we're doing is we are making swatches to do your scheme. So you want these 3 together, for instance, to be able to do these. So we have the rulebook. It's cute. It says the introduction, a little bit about art and doing colors together, some of the gameplay, and end of game, and then there's the solo game, and the solo player, okay, and some achievements at the end. Okay, so then we have all of these pieces. So these are a combination of player pieces, which are these that have a little palette on it. These colors that you can get from the cards. And then these, which you turn these in to make these. And then you ultimately turn these in to get these cards. Yeah, that's it. And then we have a couple of the dice for the solo mode. Nice. Very nice feel for all of this. Cool. So we have orange, purple, red, or a burgundy. Is that a brown? Or is that... I think it might be a brown. Brownish red. And a gray for the player colors. Okay. And then we have some of these cards. If I can get this open. Ideally, there's, like, it wants to be open right there. There we go. Okay. So we have some trades, some mix. These are pretty. These are much prettier than the prototype. And then we have some of the swatches, and then some stuff for the solo game. Peacock Dreams. These aren't the swatches. These are what you're ultimately trying to get at the end. Okay. So Sunset Meadow. That's pretty. Okay, and then we have another one. These are the swatches right here. If I can find a way to open this. Man, these are not easy to open, but it looks like it should be. Here. There we go. Okay, so you just have to really find it. Okay. So then we have these swatches, which are really, really pretty. You know, what you need as far as these cubes to turn in to make these. So it tells you exactly what you need for each of them. Very, very pretty. Okay, and then more of these cards, which are just nice and pretty. I'm very happy with that. So what happened is you have these laid out. I believe it's 5 to a row. So obviously you'd have this shuffled. You have 5 of these to a row, And then you have 3 rows. I can get enough of these out to show you. Okay. So what players will do is they will, whoever's first will place theirs on, and second and third, for instance. And so then whoever is in last, I believe it is, will take their card, do whatever it says. So they would take 3 of these magenta cubes and put them in their supply. And then they will place theirs on the next one. So maybe they'd want to get 6 of these blue. And then that's... Or you could choose to, instead of, if you don't have anything to trade, you could choose to instead discard the card and just draw one from the top. Now you will have one in your hand, so you could choose to play either one. But then he might want to play this one. Maybe we'll want to get 6 magenta. And maybe they can have one in their hand that they want to play, so they'll keep this and go there, for instance. Who knows? But eventually, you'll turn those in for, there's all of these that have 1, 2, these will be divided up by the number. And there's 6 of them. And once you get these ones to turn in, so this one would need 3 red, 1 green, and 3 blue. Once you do that, you could turn those in and grab this swatch, which this one would be one that this color scheme needs. So once you get all 3 of your color schemes, then you are close to winning the game. However, if you have any of these pesky paints left over, you have to spend a turn. Instead of playing your card, you could choose to discard it to just discard a paint. And so every turn you just slowly discard it. So you might be the first one to get one of these. However, if you have too much of this paint left over, you're being very wasteful. So you don't get to get this. If someone else can get their scheme completed before you get rid of all of your paint, and they don't have any paint left over either, then they would win the game. That's basically how you play. You use these to get paint and to change paints around. You use the paint to get one of these. You use these to have this. If you have this, no paint left over, you win. That's what you get for Swatch. As you can see, this is actually a fairly straightforward game. I really like that you can't be too wasteful with the paint. So you have to be very cautious of not taking too much. So that might be a reason that even if this person does have first choice, they might choose to just get this 3 cayenne instead of the 6. So that way they have left over for getting these. So that's the push and pull of that. The solo mode is fun. It's been a while since I've played, but you're pretty much just racing to complete things, but you're going against an artificial opponent. And then I'm not quite sure how this will work, because this one is the Pride Month, but it requires these exact 3 cards. So I'm not quite sure how that will be incorporated, versus this, I feel you could easily just put them in the 2 and the 5 and be done with that. Obviously the promos were not in there when I did my play testing of it. Just really enjoy this. It is nice that it also shows you the combinations that you get to get the different paints, so that way you need for those. As far as remote play goes, I would definitely say putting all of these in adding the yellows and separating them by the number and the trades, just separating them by the type of card, the type of design, and the number. And then the running side, we'll just go ahead and place them out, take a picture at least of this first setup. That would be the easiest way to do. And then the running or the remote sides can go ahead and go through their piles and put them out as needed. And then for the paints, I cannot remember, are they limited or not? If they are limited, you definitely want to keep track of the other players and put their stuff out. I like keeping track simply because if I am 1 turn away, but someone else is 2 turns away, I might want to do something else to like combine my paints together, so that way I can get rid of my paints faster than they can get rid of their paints, so that way I could win, that sort of thing. But I do really enjoy this game. Both Brixie and I rated this an 8.5 out of 10, and Kitty had rated it an 8 out of 10, so we both, well, all 3 of us really enjoyed it. We would definitely recommend you checking it out. But until next time, just remember to have fun, be present, and be you. Thank you all for watching. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to us. We would love to hear from you. Also, if you find value in our content, please like, comment, or subscribe. Let a friend or family member know that we exist. Help us spread our channel and bring remote gaming to a table near you. Thank you very much, and have a great day.